So we got 3 clues on this Russell. What were those 3 clues? The bull channel, right? The bull channel told me what? Well, a bull channel says buy the channel lows, or in this case, right, buy that reversal area, buy that reversal zone, that buy zone, which is our second clue. We use the bull channel to define the buy zone. And so what's going to happen is we're going to end up breaking through the channel into the buy zone and trying to buy. If it goes through that buy zone, now we're selling because it's obviously a failure. Sellers will be in charge. And the third clue we got today was an inside day. And of course, the inside day is pretty easy to find. Mark up your previous highs, mark your previous lows, right? There's the price inside that range. What exactly does an inside day tell me? An inside day tells me buy the previous lows. Sell the previous highs. So we know our 3 clues told us be ready to buy at that previous low of day, didn't it? The first clue was the channel. It told us to buy at support. The second clue, right, was the buy zone. You guessed it, buy in the buy zone. And the third clue was the previous lows and previous highs. You're going to buy the previous low of day, buy the support below that bull channel, buy, right, the reversal zone as price tumbles out of that channel. So we were ready for it. We found ourselves up at the high of day. Again, very slow and sloppy, chops around the open, 2-step pattern short. We take that 2-step pattern short. As you can see here, I get in, +5, move stop down to entry, bounced out, -5, and I'm getting a +5, -3, right? +10, -6, or +10, -4 for only 2 ticks of profit. And we said, boy, watch this thing dump. And it did, right? It came right over. So you can see here, that trade here at 941, it was actually the first Fasttrack winner today. We took 2, 4, 6, 7 trades in the Fasttrack today. 81 ticks, guys. 81 ticks in the Fasttrack. That's where we're going to begin teaching you guys with the Fasttrack. So this was the Fasttrack pattern. And you can see it just dumped. You place your stop above the high. You're not scaling out of the trade like I attempted to do. And this proved a couple times today to be the better way to trade. Now, think about this for a second. Why do I get bounced out and the fast trackers stay in? Well, it's because what happens is I've lined up a +5, a +10, right, and a runner, right, a to be determined profit target. Now, when I go in and I get my +5 filled, I move my stop from all the way back up here, I move it down to a -5. So what happens is when I take my profit at +5, I'll move my stop down to -5. That's why on this trade, I get a +5, 2 off at 5 is 10, and then stop moves down to -5. It bounced me out, didn't fill for a -5, it was a -4, okay, which ended up +10, -8. So that's where I got my +2 ticks. Now, this will work most effectively when you get a little bit more consistency. Now, why do I move that stop down? Well, because in the long run, you'll see a lot of trades that will go down and then reverse, and I don't want to lose any money in the trade. So we'll talk more about our specific trade management. But I want to remind you guys, though, that when you're learning, we're going to keep it simple. And this fast track was a great example of how keeping it simple oftentimes will make you just as much, if not more, this is a good example, right, as trying to be complicated and aggressive and scale out of that position. Okay, we all want to make as much profit as we can. Some traders really like to let it run, just sit back, relax, right, let that trade make its move. Some traders that I work with like to scale out. People have different personalities, different goals. We'll work with you guys as members to define what's going to be your best trade management strategy. Fast Track, though, made some great money. We come down off those highs now. And of course, we're sitting there going, well, we knew we had 10 o'clock news, so we're going to, right before 10 o'clock, jump in for a 2-step long. I get 3 more ticks. We just aren't being able to see any consistency here. So I said, all right, well, we're going to let this thing run because obviously we're going 10 o'clock news. So 10 o'clock news comes and goes. We break below the previous low of day. We're now looking for, after the news now, some better personality. And if you recall, remember that no trade zone, that reversal zone? That was right here. So now we find ourselves right in our reversal zone. Now remember, this was that big picture 89 range chart, so now we're thinking this thing's going to start reversing, right, and head back up to those highs. We've been waiting for this now for a day and a half. Now we find ourselves in that reversal zone. We also know now we're past 10 o'clock, and after 10 o'clock, we're hoping for some better news now. So we get two-step pattern long, that doesn't go anywhere, right? I'm trying to buy now. Two-step pattern long, that gives me 20 ticks. Now follow me up top here, guys. You can see these two trades right here, we didn't get the patterns for. So how did I get into those two trades? Follow me up top here. And again, we talked about this many times in the live trade room today, so this should not be a new idea for you guys. Two-step pattern long, that was the first trade, 955, that makes me 3 ticks. We then keep going. Two-step pattern long again, chops around, I make 20 ticks there. And it rolls over and goes to sleep again. We then go through our 10 o'clock news, and by 10 o'clock, now we're getting much better personality. It was amazing. It was literally at 9:59